but she was nudging and placing her head firmly on me, and that's what woke me up to check my blood sugar. Good Sunday morning, everyone. Judd has work today, but he's actually here this morning because it's his first day starting his rotating shifts. So he has 12-hour shifts now, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So he's still here this morning. He's upstairs getting ready. I'm sporting my new shirt my mom gave me. She said it's perfect for me. It says nope because I always say no to her. And unfortunately this morning I was sick at my usual time of 7:30. Judd heard me and he's like, do you do that every morning? I'm like, yeah, most mornings, but hoping the feeding tube can help alleviate some of these GI symptoms. Harlow got breakfast. I am hooked up to my next infusion bag for this continuous fluids I'm doing. I am not feeling very good this morning. Oh well, 'tis the life I lead, but soon I will be getting relief. Hi, pretty dog. Did you have breakfast? Do you just want snuggles? You're all cuddly this morning. Here he comes on his first day of rotation.
You act like it's a big deal.
I think it's a big deal. It's exciting.
Doing the same job for 12 hours now, and I get more days off.
Well, this is exciting for me. You still have to work more than 40 hours a week, though.
But I get more days off.
I know, it's exciting.
I work 14 days a month.
Love you, babe. Have a good day.
Love you too.
Bye.
Hope you feel better.
Thanks. The rotating shifts are going to be a lot better for us because he's still working the same amount of time, but since it's 12-hour shifts, he only works 14 days out of the month. So he has a lot more days off, including weekdays. If I go in the hospital, it'll be much better for us. He can take me to doctor's appointments, and the rotations are just going to be a lot better for our family. Right, Harlow? Harlow? Oh, there you are. Oh, she's going crazy. You hyper dog? Well, first I'm gonna play with Harlow a little bit, and then I gotta do some chores, which when you're so lethargic and weak from being as nutrition deprived as I am, it's actually quite the challenge to do simple chores that I have to do. So I'm gonna take it slow, and I do need to do them. I have to keep my house very clean due to my immunodeficiency and my severe allergies. And since I'm going in the hospital, Judd is obviously going to visit me in all his free time, so he won't have time to clean the house. So I need to make sure I clean the house as much as I can before I go into the hospital, so when I come back home, it's as clean as it can be. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to do the best I can, and that's all I can expect of myself within my circumstances. All right, my chores are done for the day. I feel exhausted, but I can't even say how thankful I am for the Roomba robot vacuum. Vacuuming manually makes me pass out because it really aggravates my POTS no matter how slowly I do it or how carefully. So we got the Roomba vacuum to really help me with my health and to keep the house clean due to my immunodeficiency and allergies, and it's an immense help. And now I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna take a break. Harlow, get the blanket. Good girl. Come. Thank you, Harlow. Good dog. Well, I slept for a super long time, a couple hours, and I'm feeling a little more rested. So grateful I got those chores done, even though it was super challenging. That is definitely a victory. I am gonna celebrate And now I'm gonna see if I can stomach a little bit of bread. The max that I have been eating for the past few days is 2 pieces of plain bread, and then it's a 50-50 shot as to whether I will keep it down or not. So obviously I would not last very long like this at all, so I'm really thankful I'm seeing my doctor Tuesday for the direct admit. I finally got that piece of bread down, took a while, and now let's give it about 30 minutes or so to see if I keep it down. And so if you've been watching for a while, you'll know I'm horrible at choosing ice cube trays. We've had like a journey with ice cube trays, trying to find the perfect ones to make Harlow's veggie pops for her raw diet. And Judd found our original ice cube trays at Walmart. I had thrown them out, and these work really well. So we've gone through like 4 different kinds. They've all broken or not worked well for Harlow's veggie pops. Somebody's gonna suggest using silicone ice cube trays. I don't like them, so I'm not gonna use them. Anyways, we've come full circle to our original ones, so I'm gonna try making them again to see if these will work for her veggie pops. And this time I'm gonna spray them first with some oil, and that should hopefully work. Some spinach, some carrots, some broccoli, and 2 eggs, some apple cider vinegar, coconut oil, and a little bit of water to liquefy it. That looks good to me. What do you think? I think it looks promising, but of course we'll have to wait and see. Right in the freezer. See, it's the same one as our old ones that I threw out except for this one, but it's white. And we have 4 of these now, so hopefully this works out. And I sprayed it with oil too, so I have high hopes for this. Do you have high hopes, Harlow? You want some veggie pops, hopefully for dinner? I've been laying on the couch here. Unfortunately, I did not keep that piece of bread down. My body was just like, nope, this is a good shirt for me. My mom knows me well. And I'm just feeling really not great from puking that up. So I've been laying on the couch, going in and out of sleep, watching Netflix, because that's really all I can do. I'm done for the day. I'm worried if I get up and try and do anything else, I'm gonna start blacking out. So playing it safe and just laying here, taking it easy. So I was sleeping on the couch and I woke up to Harlow having her head in my lap and looking concerned, and I did not feel right. I mean, I'm not feeling well, but something wasn't right, and I noticed my hands were really shaky. So I checked my blood sugar and it was 68, which is low. And that's due to my metabolic disorder, which gets worse when my GI symptoms get worse because I can't eat. And the banana bags have helped keep my blood sugar up where it needs to be, but sometimes it does go low like this. So I've been drinking, it's so hard to drink juice when I'm feeling so bad like this. I'm trying really hard not to puke it up, but slowly sipping on some juice that has a lot of sugar in it. So hopefully that'll raise my blood sugar. I think it is raising my blood sugar because I was really shaky and not well when I first checked, and now I'm doing better in symptoms. It's just so many complications from all the GI issues. Harlow's body language doesn't look as concerned anymore, but she's still sticking to me like glue, so it probably means I'm not fully fixed yet, but getting there. All right, the juice is starting to help. Thankfully, I got down a few sips and have kept it down. Harlow has not been trained and doesn't usually react to my low blood sugars. Dogs can be trained to do so, and people have asked me if I'm going to train her in blood sugar detection now that my metabolic disorder has gotten worse. And by the way, with my metabolic disorder, my body doesn't process fats properly, and that's why my blood sugar can dip. And also when my GI symptoms get worse, my metabolic symptoms get worse. But honestly, right now, I don't have the ability to train her in blood sugar detection, especially, you know, I'm going into the hospital, I'm getting a feeding tube. I am really run down. So right now it's not feasible, but I might train her in some blood sugar detection in the future, although I can't guarantee she'll pick up on it because you can't guarantee a dog will pick up on anything. But she is very intuitive. I mean, she woke me up from my dead sleep nap to tell me there was something wrong. I don't know if she picked up on the low blood sugar itself or she could just sense that there was something wrong with me, but she was nudging and placing her head firmly on me, and that's what woke me up to check my blood sugar. Because as soon as I woke up, I had that feeling and I was shaky and I'm like, I need to check. Sure enough, it was low, and Harlow just knew something was wrong. And now that I think about it, the last time my blood sugar was low, Harlow also seemed to be intuitive to it and was a little nudging and a little persistent. So she could be picking up on the low blood sugars by herself, or she could just be sensing that I don't feel well, because she is very in tune to my health. So maybe in the future, when I'm feeling better, when I have my strength and energy back because I'm getting nutrition through the feeding tube, I'll start to train her in blood sugar detection, because it could be very helpful. But for right now, it's not feasible, and I'm just gonna be so thankful for the help that Harlow gives me right now. Since I'm starting to feel better, she doesn't have this dire need to be touching me at all times. You are such a good dog. Thank you, Harlow. I'm here snuggling with my pup because I'm just so proud of her and grateful for her. And I took another nap. My body seems to be needing a ton of sleep lately, which makes sense. And we are close to starting my first patron party, and I am so excited for this. It's an exclusive live stream where certain patrons on my Patreon page are invited to attend. So it's a really focused audience, and I'm really excited. If you want to learn more about what a patron is, how to become a patron, or what my Patreon page is, there's a link to my Patreon page in the description, and we're gonna go start our patron party. The patron party went super well. It was such a small and focused group. I was able to answer literally every question and really connect with everyone. I loved it. Again, if you want to learn more about my Patreon page, there's a link in the description. And now I'm gonna go feed Harlow her dinner, and let's see how her veggie pops turned out. Her meal is ready. Ice cubes, the moment of truth. Oh, they're coming out. It worked! Success! All right. So the olive oil works. I got that idea because y'all suggested it, so thank you, smart people. Ta-da! Look at those beautiful veggie pops. It worked this time. She's eating a veggie pop. She loves it! Good girl. Happy dog. Did you enjoy your dinner? Good girl. Finally figuring out the veggie pops is such an accomplishing feeling. Let me tell you, that was a journey. And also, all the things I got done today, despite my poor health, is also a good feeling. I know some of y'all may be thinking, why are you doing chores and making veggie pops when you're feeling so badly? Well, when you're chronically ill, it's a constant balance between not letting your chronic illnesses control you, but also listening to your body. And things still need to get done even though I'm sick, like things that I did today. So I do what I can within my limits, and I don't go above my limits. I know myself well, I know my body well, so I do the things that need to get done without pushing myself too far. So that is my day today. Judd will be home late after 10 p.m. I am stuck downstairs until he gets home because I no longer have the strength to go up the stairs by myself, but that's fine because I'm going to stay down here and watch Naked and Afraid tonight. It's my favorite survivalist show on Discovery. And with that, I will thank y'all for all your continuous support and say goodnight. Thank you for joining me on my adventure.